there's the story of you not passing WAEC, you failing JAM 5 times.
I was a professional street hawker. Fine fish, he's going, they go. Who is this small boy
guy
that is shouting on the street?
Yeah.
Madiga, he's going. If you buy one, you buy two. All things are possible if you believe it.
All things are possible.
How did I go to Harvard? My chemistry I had F9, physics F9, maths F.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
wow.
And I wanted to study medicine.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mary, and I'm your host on today's Conversation with Osas, and this is my co-host.
Wow. You guys, I'm going through a lot, but allow. Over the course of this podcast, you will see why I say I'm going through a lot. Either ways, hello everybody. My name is Marian, the co-host, the wonderful looking, elegant looking, fresh, smart co-host to this lady. Yes, to this lady. And you're welcome to Conversations with Osas.
Okay, as we all know, this is episode 1 on Conversation with Osas, where we're going to be knowing who is Osas, his journey and lessons. Please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Conversation with Osas. Now, let's make welcome
Osas.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. My pleasure to be here.
Yes, good day, good afternoon, good day. By the time you guys are watching, I don't know when you're watching, but good day, sir.
Thank you.
Conversations with Osas. So over the course of this podcast, episode by episode, we'll be talking about relationships, sex, divorce, what have you. In fact, if there's any topic you think we should talk about, put it in the comment section, and who knows, your topic might be our next episode. So we have a very big-ish question. As they say, curiosity killed the cat, but today we're using satisfaction to bring it back. And the question remains, who is Osas? So if somebody meets you for the first time and asks you, who are you? Who would you say you are?
Okay, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I was talking to the audience now.
Okay.
Yeah, my name is Osas Obarishagbon. The Osas there is Osariekeme, which is a very long name.
Oh.
I'm from Edo State.
Edo? Wow.
Yeah. I'm from
Where in
Edo
Edo State?
From Benin specifically.
Okay.
And yeah, I grew up partly in Delta State. Most of my childhood was in Delta State. I'm a man of many parts. I'm a father, a husband, a pastor, a banker, a coach, and a mentor.
Father, a mentor, a coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, can you give us one popular Warri slang since you grew up in?
Oh, well, a popular Warri slang. Afana.
That's very apt, because at the end of the day, how are you doing?
No. You're not giving the energy I want. Like any Warri person you see, you just know, oh, this person actually grew up from Warri. So I want you to give us the energy that Warri people actually do when they want to give a slang.
My mind just went blank on that. I actually left Delta State many years ago. That's 1992.
1992.
Yes, that's
wow.
That's how many years ago now? 34 years ago.
You said you left Delta State. Where did you move to?
I moved to Benin.
You moved to Benin full time.
Yes.
So you have been based in Benin.
I've been based in Benin until I moved to Lagos.
Okay, now you're in Lagos.
Yes.
How has Lagos been for you so far?
Oh, well, Lagos is fun. I think that my experience will find more credibility in Lagos. But I just wonder how people survive here. If there's no traffic on the road, you are not in Lagos.
Wow.
You know, everything is so hectic here.
Well, Lagos traffic is a tourist attraction. I mean, if you have not experienced Lagos traffic, I don't think you are living in Lagos.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I have one very quick question for you. As you said, you're a man of many parts, but anybody who meets you has different stories. Anybody who has heard about you have different stories. For instance, there's the story of you not passing WAEC, you failing JAM 5 times and ending up a Harvard graduate. There is the story of you hawking on the street and now being an SM. But there is one story that would always stand out. And to you, what is that story?
Oh, well, there are many stories that stands out in my life experience, my life story. So the one I would say for now is the fact that I grew up in the outbacks of Delta.
In the trenches.
Yes.
In the trenches, not in the trenches.
I was a professional street hawker at the time of my life.
Professional. What do you,
Yes.
when you say professional, like you had
Um,
experience?
I was a
You were
professional.
good.
I was very good.
Sorry. When you say you're very good, can you like give us like a sample?
Okay, let me give you a story around it.
Okay.
Okay, my childhood was in Brutu.
Okay.
Brutu is close to Forcados, in the just speaking area of Delta State. And of course, due to hardship, my mother had moved in there as a teacher, and was with my stepfather, who then left us. So as a survival means, we had to start selling things on the street. Now, when you are in Brutu, the way we sell things on the street is it's very laid back. It's very, sublime. No, it's more on the aggressive side, actually. I think it's the river. So in Brutu, an Ijaw woman carries fish and is shouting, "Fine fish! He's going, he they go, he they go. If you don't run, you don't meet him. He they go. So that is the approach to street hawking in Brutu.
Yeah.
But when you go to Bumadi, it's more laid back.
Yeah.
So, and a street trader, a street hawker in Bumadi, we put his wear in his head and just be singing on the street.
Singing.
Yes, we just be saying, it's like singing. If he's selling fish, permit me to say it in the jaw, the way they will say it. He's selling fish, and your naira, that's fish, it's 1 naira those days.
Okay.
And he would just be singing that repeatedly. So when I got to Bumadi, I adopted the Brutus style street hawking. And it was very fascinating. It was like, what? Who is this small boy
guy?
that is shouting on the street?
Yeah.
Madiga. He's going. If you buy one, you buy two. He's going. So they found it very fascinating. And it made me a star street hawker.
It made you a star street
Yes.
hawker. So you say one of the major stories of your life is that you were a street hawker.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
you sold Madiga.
I sold Madiga. I sold fish. I sold corn
beef.
we call it ikara. I sold that, and I sold all manner of things.
Do you still eat Madiga?
Of course, each time I go
But
to
there's no
Bayelsa State, I always order for Madiga.
Because there's no Madiga in Lagos. I
No,
don't
no.
understand.
There's
Lagos
no
people,
Madiga in
where's our
Lagos.
Madiga?
There's
Give us
no-
Madiga.
There's no Madiga
You
in
don't even want to
Benin.
try it. It's
Yeah.
not sweet.
Yes.
Madiga is not sweet.
No. It's nice
not.
actually.
I
Have you
don't
tasted it?
believe.
Yes,
I don't
it's not
believe. I don't
sweet.
believe that Madiga
That's
is
only
not
where you
sweet.
put this butter and
Well, no. You don't. You are corrupting. You are.
Yeah, exactly. She's being
Come
too
on.
about it. Madiga is
Madiga
sweet.
is
Madiga
raw
is
flour,
raw
which I think they mix it with
Yeah,
sugar
just
and
raw
baking powder, and
Yeah,
it's very nice.
Madiga is very
It's not
nice.
sweet.
Take 15
If
naira
you grew up in
Madiga.
Delta
Drink
State
Coke.
and you've not eaten Madiga, come on, which Delta did you grow up in?
Exactly my
Delta
point.
or Bayelsa State?
Exactly my point. Okay, so one of the things you mentioned was how you journeyed from being a street hawker to now being a banker. So the question I have for you is, what did you study in school?
I studied zoology in school
How did you go from zoology
to banking.
to banking? Like zoology and Harvard Business School. How did you end up from zoology to bank? How did you end up there?
Okay, well, it's let me put it shortly. Usually banks are equal opportunity recruiters.
Okay.
They don't really discriminate on the basis of what you studied in school.
Yeah.
And at first degree level, what most organizations are looking for is aptitude. That's why when they conduct aptitude tests, it's just that, what your first degree shows is that, you went into a school, you completed something, you can start and finish something. So
Okay.
we were all offered the opportunity to write an aptitude test, and I passed it. So that's how truly, I thought that all I needed to be in my life was one professor lecturing wildlife and all that. But when I was offered the job in banking, I said, let me give it a try. I thought I would do just 5 years, and from there I go back to my academics. But unfortunately, I've done over 20 years.
Wow. So from 5 years, it turned to 20 years.
Yes.
So that means in another life, you'll be a lecturer and probably, let me say, Uniben, pointing at the board and...
Actually, that was my biggest aspiration in life. I wanted to be a professor. That's all I
You
wanted.
wanted to be a professor.
Yes.
Is that something you see yourself going back to?
It's too late.
It's too late?
Yes, but I will still lecture, but I don't know whether I can still be a professor now. Yeah, because of course I've not been doing research in those areas.
Yeah.
And so
if you want to be a professor, what sector would you like? Which department would you like to go into?
well, nice question. I think that one of the things that has kept me so long in banking is the confusion of whether to switch, because at heart, I'm a very strong naturalist. I
Yeah.
still have my love for animals. I've domesticated some animals. I have a snake. Till today in my house, I have a pie. I have a tortoise. The tortoise was born on the 30th of March, 2003.
Wow.
So it's 33 years, is 23 years old. Tortoise. I have it in my house till today. It's over 50 kilogram. So, and I have very deep experiences in financial sector. So that creates some kind of confusion. My love for nature pulled me towards the science field. My love for finance and business advisory pulled me towards so I wish it was possible for me to do the two. I would have loved to be a professor in business and a professor in wildlife.
So now you mentioned that you have a very deep love for business advisory.
Yes.
So in your career path, what is one cherished moment in your in your journey as a banker? What is your most cherished moment?
Oh, well, I've had many pleasant moments in my long, protracted career in banking. I think that one of the moments I treasure was when I was involved with a process transformation project with one of the top 5 banks in Nigeria. This was many years ago, 2008, 2007. Wow. So we were saddled with the responsibility of transforming the business processes of that bank. So we designed the process flows, we designed the standard operating procedures and processes, we designed all that, reviewed the entire business processes of the bank, and then I had the privilege of working with sublet. I had the privilege of working with PricewaterhouseCoopers because PricewaterhouseCoopers were midwifing the project for the bank, so we were like seconded to the project team to help deliver on that project. So that was a very beautiful, a very fulfilling experience in my over 20 years in the banking field.
As a banker, how do you handle your feeding as a senior manager?
My what?
Your feeding,
like
considering
your
the responsibility and position.
My eating schedule is very simple. I eat twice a day.
Okay.
I take tea in the morning with maybe 2 or 3 slices of bread, and I eat dinner. So that gives me a lot of freedom. So when I go to work, I don't take lunch till I get back from work.
Or do you mom for something like snacks? Or
not all the time, but sometimes if I have access, but usually most of the time not.
What's your go-to snack then?
Okay, as someone from Delta, Pekere.
Pekere is your go-to snack.
Yes.
Like, if you had the chance.
Plantain chips, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said 2 slices of bread and tea.
Yes.
That's not considered breakfast in the Nigerian setting.
Yes, but since I got married, actually, when I got married, my wife introduced me to bread and tea as breakfast. Okay. I always tell people that if bread can grow up in someone's stomach, I'm sure it would have grown in mine, because that has been my mainstay for breakfast since I got married over 20 years ago.
So this is the secret of you keeping this fit, right?
Yes, actually.
Eat bread.
To your wife.
Take my
Listen
bread
to your
and
wife
tea.
and eat bread and tea.
Yeah.
Would you say that since you got married, your personality has changed? Would you say that the Osas that people had known before you got married is no longer there? And if so, like, how has marriage shaped your personality?
Well, marriage must shape your personality. I was not this good looking. I remember an experience. I saw an old classmate and she was like, "Wow, you look so good. You look so good." And my wife was standing by. So when she left, my wife told me that when you were raggedy and looking very unattractive, they didn't see you after I've cleaned you up. You know, marriage also has taught me patience. In fact, my pastor, Bishop Ferbi Dahosa, used to be concerned for me because he felt that I would have challenges in marriage because he felt I'm too impatient.
Okay.
I don't have room for nonsense. If somebody is stupid, you tell the person that he's stupid. But you can't tell your wife she was stupid. No, you would pay for it for several months. So I don't want to go through. So marriage has taught me a lot of patience. Yeah.
So how do you handle pressure in general?
I believe that pressure brings out the best in people. Especially when you're young. So I just think that pressure should be part of your experience as a young person.
Okay.
So one of the best ways to handle it, I compartmentalize it. scheduling, compartmentalization, so that you focus on your, what we call your blue chip. Yes, your priorities. There are a lot of things people have said I'm not good at. I'm very weak at. I don't like long phone calls.
Eh?
Long phone calls are very stressful for me.
So what if
So no-
the call is
So
coming
when
from your
somebody
wife?
is calling me, no, my wife knows. So when she calls me,
Keeps it
it's business like,
back.
maybe- I can't remember ever speaking to my wife on phone for like 30 minutes.
But never talking 2 hours.
No, yeah.
And there are
30
people
minutes.
who are not sleeping, doing 7 hours calls with their.
Actually, I wonder what they are talking about.
That's being intentional.
So I wonder what they are talking about. So I have to just compartmentalize. People have asked me that question. Of course, I pastor a church. I'm a banker. I have business that I run. I have my personal life. And so I have a very complicated schedule. And I think that I've been able to match up with all of them. So I think the key is personal effectiveness and proper structuring of your time and all that. And I don't have health problems.
Oh.
My blood pressure is very normal. Why? Because when I get home, I sleep and sleep well. At least I think I take up to between 4 to 6 hours sleep a day. So it helps me balance things up.
So you just spoke, when you said pressure, something came up to my mind. You have lived the hard life, and now you are living the soft life.
Yeah, so life is
Life is good. Okay, so if there was anything you were going to edit about your life story, if there was any part of your life story you were going to edit out, what part would that be?
Perhaps maybe my banking experience.
Wow.
Yeah,
But you said you just said you love banking.
I love finance.
Oh, you love finance,
Mhm.
but banking is a means to an end.
Yes.
So if you can get to the end without the
So
means.
the reason why I say so is that based on my understanding of wealth creation, sometimes I feel that if I was on the street all the while, perhaps financially I would have done better. Banking is like eating Pringles. When you start, you say, okay, let me just take 5 Pringles and keep the rest.
I'm sure you know.
But you never have rest of mind until you finish it.
Okay, so
every other year of my banking life for the last 20 years, I've always said, okay, next year I'm going to quit. 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 But for every year, I have another reason to want to stay on
so the Pringles
so
is really Pringling.
So I've been pringled by banking.
I've been Pringling.
Okay. What particular mindset shaped you up to this point of your life?
The particular mindset I think that shaped me is all things are possible if you believe it.
All things are possible if you.
How did I go to Harvard? I always thought that if I had a father or a parent that were rich, I would have gone to Harvard because I think I have the intelligence to go to a school like that. So, but I studied zoology in school. My first WAEC was Efefidefe. You know, if you want me to be like a worry guy, right? Efefidefe, a result that is Efefidefe. That's F-E-D-F-F-F. The F's and the E's are more than,
allowed.
I used to joke that my result, even if you carry 100 of it together, you won't qualify to enter university. My chemistry I had F9, physics F9, maths F.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
wow.
And I wanted to study medicine. A lot of my friends told me to check. You are not
in chemistry.
You are not a science. But I re-enrolled my WAEC. The following year, I had an A2 in chemistry from F9. And chemistry became my best till today. Chemistry is still, I left school 1994, WAEC.
Okay.
But chemistry till today is my best subject. Determination.
Okay.
Your life depends on it. So what I did, for example, in chemistry, I took an old Ababio, and I started reading from introduction, acknowledgement. So when I'm reading introduction, I'm telling myself, in acknowledgement, I say, are these not human beings that wrote all these things? I read Ababio page to page to the degree that you ask me any question in chemistry, I know the page where it's coming from.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Unfortunately, the Ababia I was using was the old model. I didn't know that WAEC syllabus had gone. So in that model, they said the study of aromatic hydrocarbon is beyond the scope of this book. So when I went for the WAEC again, aromatic hydrocarbon was a compulsory 20-mark question,
Oh,
and I didn't do it, but I still had an A2 in that.
so you missed 20 marks and
So
still
I
got an
missed 20
A2.
marks and I still had an A2. So the
Wow.
point is determination. I believe that if you can dream it, you can believe it.
Mm.
So in dreaming that, if my parents were rich, I'll go to Harvard. So usually I will just go to the Harvard website and start playing on it. Sometime initiate some applications. So one day I got a call from their sales rep from Hong Kong.
Wow.
Yes. So he called me. He was a sales rep covering Africa
Mm.
and Southeast Asia. So he called me and encouraged me. Tuition was over $50,000.
Wow.
He encouraged me to put in, don't worry, just put in. That's how I found myself in Harvard Business School.
So basically, you're saying that you went from playing with Harvard to getting a call from a Harvard sales rep
Yes.
to applying to Harvard.
Yes.
And speaking of mindset, you said something that really struck. You genuinely believe that if you had stayed on the streets, you would have been richer than you are now.
Somehow I believe that.
Do you believe that being on the street affords people a certain level of opportunities that they on the street are not realizing they have?
The street is full of opportunity.
Yeah.
What makes you survive on the street is determination, desperation to succeed.
Yeah.
Those are elements from the street you can't get in your ivory towers.
Mm.
So I believe that ivory tower, getting into banking, and you just want to see the end to this career thing, may have been like a distraction from the raw hustle of street life that ultimately translate to stupendous wealth.
Okay.
The mindset that makes people succeed is that mindset of determination, focus, and pursuit.
What is something you always wanted to do, but you have not done it?
What I always wanted to do, which I have not done, I like traveling.
Mm.
I want to travel to all nations of the earth.
Every country.
Everywhere.
You want to visit every country.
Because I
But
love
you know,
history.
the nature of your job.
Yes. So that's why I say that maybe I would have been richer if I were not in banking.
You would have been traveling.
I would have been traveling. So there's history in every country.
Mm.
And I love history. I love to experience diversity of culture. It helps me as a hardcore science person.
Yeah.
You read about the theory of evolution and all that. It was travels that instigated Darwin's inquisitiveness that generated such theories. And so I always had this longing to travel to practically every nations of the earth, so which I've not been able to achieve.
Let's scale it down. You have not yet traveled to all the nations of the earth. How many states in Nigeria have you been to?
Well, I think in Nigeria I've moved a bit. At least I've covered some states in the north. I've covered some states in I did my youth service in the east, so it afforded me opportunity to travel to most states of the east. Of course, I've been to the nature of my job. I've been to most states in the west because at the time my group was reporting to Ibadan. So I traveled to, even when I was in Benin, I go to Ibadan, I go to Akure, I go to many of the western places. Then, of course, at the time I was head of distribution for our agent banking business in the bank. So that also afforded me the opportunity to travel to the north. So because I had to supervise many of the activities in the north. So reasonably, I've traveled quite a bit in Nigeria, and I can't put a hand to the number right now.
Top 5 states.
My top 5 states?
Yes.
Of course, I've been to Bauchi, I've been to Kano, I've been to, of course.
Those are your favorite states. Bauchi, Kano.
Bauchi is my favorite because of my love for animals. So I had to go to Yankari Game Reserve to go and see those days when Nigeria was still good, when you can travel, and so I had to go to Bauchi. Of course, I've been to Cross River, I've been to Akwa Ibom, I've been to River State, I've been to Imo State, Anambra State, Enugu Delta. I've been to Lagos State, Oyo State.
So your top 5, what are your 5 favorite states?
I was thinking Lagos should be number 1.
Why would Lagos be number 1?
Lagos has opportunities. I don't understand.
I wouldn't say, maybe Lagos. Lagos should be number 1, actually.
Yes.
Because in Lagos, you could get inspired. There's a lot of inspiration in Lagos.
What states did you enjoy visiting? Like, if you are saying that, Osas, you have the opportunity to revisit these states for the first time, Like, which state did you enjoy your experience there? Give me your top 5.
Bauchi State is my number one.
Bauchi.
Lagos State.
Lagos.
Yes.
With our traffic.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
understand.
Well,
Aside traffic.
don't remind me of that.
Okay, aside the traffic, Lagos is number 2.
Lagos is
Yeah.
number 2.
Uh-huh.
I actually really liked Imo State.
Imo, number 3.
I
Okay,
actually
sorry.
liked
What
Port
is the
Harcourt.
significant thing you like in Imo?
I think the people are very hospitable.
Yes.
Okay.
Clock it.
The people are
Chocolate.
very hospitable. I think I like the people are very hospitable.
Yeah.
I think how many have I mentioned now?
You have just mentioned 3. Your favorite is Bauchi, coming close, Lagos.
Of
Very
course,
debatable.
My state has to be part of it. Edo State is part of it.
Edo,
So what's significant thing
number
you
4.
like
What do you like about
Edo?
Edo? What do you like about
I
Edo
love the
State?
culture and the history.
Culture and history. Yeah, you
Yes.
really did mention that you really
Yes,
like history.
I love the culture and the history. We are very rich in culture and rich in history, and it's a melting pot of some cultural diversity, because actually every part of Edo State, even though there are significant similarities, but you can see that there's uniqueness in there. If you go to the Esan land, you go to the Benin, you go to the Auchi axis, the Kukurukus, all those areas, you see a lot of there's a lot of culture.
So one
Edo
last
State.
spot on the pedestal. Your 5th favorite state.
Maybe Akwa Ibom State.
Akwa Ibom.
Yes.
Yes.
I like their food.
Exactly. Bam.
Yes.
What's your favorite food from Akwa Ibom?
My favorite food is eba with any nice soup.
From Akwa Ibom.
I think I like their, is it Afang soup now?
There's Afang, there's Idikaiko. I really love
Atama
Idikaiko.
soup. I don't know where it's from.
Atama.
I don't know whether it's Akwa Ibom or Imo State, but it's vegetable, so I like it.
It's from
Yes.
Yes, Atama.
What other fun things you like? What fun activities?
I love, I'm a very boring person, I think. I love reading.
That's not boring. That's not boring.
I love reading and I like to write.
Like to write.
Then I like to speak in like a training program. I like teaching.
Like teaching.
Yes. I should have been a teacher.
That, you can still be a teacher, I mean.
Well, if I'm assured that it will give me more money.
Wait, are you going there because of the money, or you are going there because of the passion?
I
Going there
wanted to
because
go
of the
there
passion
because
of
of
the
the
money.
passion, but I was not taken. And now I'm exposed to money. So, what will make me want to give up everything I'm doing now and go into teaching will be money.
Speaking of education, speaking of teaching, do you ever plan on, if not being a teacher, owning a school?
As of now, it's still ringing in my head. I'd actually bought some properties that I wanted to use for school. I bought about 30 pieces of land somewhere, but I just disposed it not long ago.
Wow. So,
Because I was tired of community people stressing me. So I just disposed it, but it's still something I really, really think about. The only pushback I keep getting is that I fear that I may not be able to give it the kind of time it needs to run a school. But I already have assets that I think these assets will be good to run a school. And if you ask my wife, it's something I talk about all the time, that I really like to own a school.
okay, so you really want to own a school.
It's
So what
something I like to.
level? Was it primary school?
What I have in mind for school is, it's a more like from primary to secondary, but focus on life applicable skills.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have a school that's people go in, that when he's coming out, he's good in sports, he's good in handwork, he's good in all that.
Sports, handwork.
Yes.
Okay, so you just spoke about sports. Do you do sports?
No.
Why?
Maybe I wasn't fit when I was, although, well, if you call golfing a sport, I used to play golf, but I've not played for a long time because I became so entangled in my many schedule that I couldn't keep up with
Golfing.
demand. Of course, you know that golf can be addictive. And so I had to pull back. But I was playing golf at the time. And that's basically all that I was doing in sport, unless you want to call indoor sports. But I don't have time for that. Maybe play chess. I play chess.
You play chess?
Yes, I play chess. I play
I
Scrabble.
think I want to play you.
Well, that would be nice. Maybe one of these days we'll look for time out.
For time and play
So you're
chess.
not a football fan.
Not at all.
You don't support
Any club.
any team.
I don't. People attack me for loving American politics. And I tell them, the way you love British football, that's how I love American politics. So your own Arsenal is my own Republican Party.
Okay, but we can all agree that in this Champions League that is coming, we're not supporting Arsenal. Whether you support football or not, you are not sure support
I'm
football.
not a
Don't
national
shade on
fan.
Arsenal fans,
Bam.
please.
That's all we need.
The
Please.
club I was disposed to for the Premiership was Manchester United.
Oh. Okay,
The reason
so-
is that their name, Red Devils, it makes me sound controversial. So that's why I used to like them a lot, but I just didn't follow through with my interest in it.
Speaking of controversial, are you a controversial person?
People say I am, but I wonder why.
Why do you think people say you're a
Yeah, because I think I say things the way they are. And from a Christian perspective, my doctrinal persuasions are very strong.
Okay.
And I think that they align with the stand of the founder of Christianity, which is Jesus Christ. And in my take, I can't be more Christian than him.
Okay.
Society is significantly Christian, significantly religious.
Yeah.
So when everybody's going this path in terms of religion and you tend to go this path, people say that you're crazy.
But you don't think you are.
I don't think I am. I think I'm following the script. For example, if I accommodate people with dreadlocks in church
Yeah.
and tell them that Jesus was carrying dreadlocks, they say that that's controversial.
Okay. So guys, we've come to the end of the first episode of Conversations with Osas. Yes. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and we'll see you on the next episode. Ciao.